A day after reports of dreaded underworld don Dawood Ibrahim dying of COVID-19 surfaced, there is a big twist to the story. According to a report filed by our sister publication, The Sunday Guardian, underworld fugitive and India's most wanted, Dawood Ibrahim was killed on the orders of the Pakistan Army's top officials, claim intelligence inputs from two countries with deep penetration into GHQ Rawalpindi as well as domestic agencies who were keeping an eye on Dawood on a priority basis since 2017. They add that his relatives have been ordered to deny the news in view of the circumstances of the death, which was anything but related to disease or an accident. According to them, for some months, GHQ was wanting to make Dawood disappear permanently in view of intense pressure to extradite the fugitive from Karachi. Dawood was responsible for the murder of several US citizens, remember. Also, sources say that the job was done by an assignment squad which involved military-linked medical personnel, but speculate that a chemical injected into the body may have been responsible for the sudden collapse of the global terrorist's vital organs. An official who has been tasked with keeping an eye on the D company stated to Sunday Guardian that the decision makers at General Headquarters Rawalpindi were under a lot of pressure after relevant agencies from the US and UK were brighter regularly about the presence of Dawood Ibrahim in Pakistan by Indian agencies, and it was under this pressure and to reportedly avoid global embarrassment, Pakistan got rid of Dawood Ibrahim. Let me rope in defense expert A.K. Sivaj on the phone line. Sir, this is a big news coming in, which we are getting from our sources, that how Pakistan got rid of Dawood Ibrahim. What is your first reaction if this holds true?
See, there's no doubt that, recently Dawood Ibrahim has become liability for Pakistan. Pakistan has been always denying that Dawood Ibrahim is not there in Pakistan, and it is for last about 2-3 years. Now what happened, it is known that he's a fugitive, he's wanted for Mumbai blast, and as far as US and UK was concerned, they were putting tremendous pressure on Pakistan to investigate Dawood Ibrahim. And in that, Indian agencies, especially RAW and NTRO, were helping the US agency to tell the exact location of Dawood Ibrahim in Karachi or any other place in Pakistan. So Pakistan was under tremendous pressure from US, UK, and then Financial Action Task Force and IMF. They have been denying he's not there. So they found an easy way out to get rid of him. They were worried if in case he is extradited to America or India, there will be a lot of things which will come out. So very interestingly, what they have done is they have injected some chemical in him, and it has been all fabricated and orchestrated by ISI and shown him that he has died due to COVID-19. So it is basically, they did not want that he should be extradited to US or India, and they thought he's become a liability. The best way to get rid of him is to inject some chemical, and he is no more. So therefore, this was a clever move by the Pakistan ISI, that, this was the right time when there is a total cloud of COVID-19, and you can always claim that he has possibly died. Though they have been denying that he is there in Karachi, but his family members can claim that he died. So overall, a fabricated and clever move by ISI to get rid of Dawood Ibrahim, whom they think has now recently become a liability for them, and they wanted to eliminate him so that they don't have to face the embarrassment of any action unilaterally taken by US.
Right. And as you pointed out, sir, that and as we all know that Pakistan has been in a mode of denial. I mean, as far as Dawood Ibrahim's location is considered, they have always been in the mode of denial. So right now, if this holds true, how shall we ensure that Pakistan accepts this fact on the forefront?
See, as far as Pakistan is concerned, they have been denying that Dawood Ibrahim is staying in Pakistan. We have been giving them exact location, six-figure credit reference, that he is in Karachi. Whenever he moved to to FATA, then we have given that whereabout when he has moved to Gulf. So every time we were telling all these agencies of US that where is his present location, and whereas Pakistan was denying it. So they found a way out. They have now eliminated him. They will now say, they won't say anything else, and only his family members will now announce that possibly he had died by COVID-19. So what I'm saying is this is a smart move by Pakistan ISI deep state to get rid of Dawood Ibrahim, very cleverly before some action is taken by US, and and deny it that they are unaware of neither his presence or death. So overall, this was the best action they could have done it. Whereas the whole world knows it, the US knows it, the UK knows it, the India knows it, that Dawood Ibrahim is staying in Pakistan, and he was the way Pakistan had been denying Osama bin Laden staying in Abbottabad. So this was very well known, but the point was today Pakistan was feeling heat of Financial Action Task Force of IMF, US, UK, India, and they wanted to somehow a clever way of getting rid of him, and they thought he has become a liability, and if he is being taken by the agencies of these countries, then there will be a lot of things which will come out. So they very cleverly eliminated him by injecting possibly some chemical injection, wherein his vital parts stop functioning. So overall, a clever move by Pakistan ISI, whereas we must expose to the complete world is that Dawood Ibrahim was in Pakistan, in Karachi, staying for so many years, and he's a fugitive, was involved in Mumbai blast, and Pakistan was only covering up.
Right. And also, sir, as we are talking about this exclusive piece of information, what it means for India, because reportedly we are also getting to know that India ordered the creation of a specific raw desk that was constantly generating fresh inputs regarding Dawood's activities, and also they have been very active as far as the generation of his location is considered. So what it actually means for India?
See, as far as India is concerned, once Modi has come in power, then he has instructed the RAW that should be a special raw desk which should be made for Dawood Ibrahim and terrorists like him, who can track them day to day. And, that has become a game changer. This has given the exact location to the US as well as UK agency that where is his presence. Now, this has made a tremendous difference, because otherwise Pakistan was always on a denial mode that he's not there. But the way we have fed all these agencies the correct and the latest input about Dawood Ibrahim, then things were out, and then it was very well known that yes, Dawood Ibrahim is there. So then the denial part from Pakistan was very difficult, and hence they thought he's a liability now. Before he could be taken out from Pakistan and become an embarrassment, and they very cleverly eliminated him. It's a good victory as far as Indian agencies are concerned, but it would have been far better if we could have got him alive, either by US or by India. Then a lot of things would have come out. So overall, it is a good thing that Dawood Ibrahim has been eliminated, but it would have been far better had he come alive. And Pakistan very cleverly has got rid of him, and thinking that today it's become liability. If he's taken alive, he could have opened a number of other issues which are as on today under wrap.
Right. Sir, stay with us. I'll come back to you. I'm also being joined by security expert DL Vora. Sir, welcome to our broadcast, and of course this exclusive piece of information that we are breaking on here right now. First of all, what is your take, your first reaction on this piece of information?
My first reaction is that if the news is confirmed, then of course it's a good news. But I think we'll have to wait for confirmation from some very authoritative sources, because you never know. This news of Dawood's death has been circulating for the past 3-4 days. But earlier also such news had come many times, so one is not sure. But if it is so, I think it's a good news. But again, it's a partially good news, because had we got him alive, then we would have been able to get a lot of information from him. But even then, I think if it is so, it's a good closure. Now, talking of Pakistan, I think Pakistan is now under tremendous pressure. This one is particularly a proof that now India's relations with America and UK have put them under tremendous pressure. And there are others also, fugitives also. But I think maybe the ball has now been set rolling, and I think we'll be able to do much better. I think the credit goes to the government. Dedicated steps have been taken, though he has been on the radar for a long time. But I think we did not take really a focused action on the matter, because Dawood has been away to Pakistan, for many, many years. So I think it's a good news, but I'll still honestly wait for actual confirmation from some authoritative source.
Right. And also, sir, as we have been discussing that India has been very active and it has been trying to locate Dawood Ibrahim. In fact, Pakistan has been in a mode of denial since a long time now. What does it mean for India's fight against terror?
As I said, it's good news for fight against terror. Pakistan has been, of course, in denial mood. But now I think Pakistan's will be worried about his own terrorists. They may say Dawood was an Indian, but then now there are others now, the chiefs of the main insurgent groups there, the main groups there, Jaish Muhammad and others, Hafiz Saeed and all. I think now Pakistan must be under a lot of pressure. Of course, they have been trying to keep them in protected places. A lot of security has been given to them. And I think India will be emboldened now. And with America also will be emboldened. And America has the capability, much more than India. After all, they took out Osama bin Laden. And they have conducted such operations. And if they do in conjunction with India now and maybe UK, I think Pakistan will be worried about these people like Hafiz Saeed and others. And I think that also should be done, of course, why not? And earlier the better. So I think it's a good news, and India is on the upswing.
And also, sir, this clearly showcases how Pakistan gives shelter to most wanted terrorists, and on the other hand, it always, it perhaps continues to remain in that mode of denial. So in this case, it also calls for an international action, especially when we know that the US and UK have been mounting pressure on Pakistan. So what kind of response is expected?
Response from Pakistan you're taking, or international
from US
community?
and UK?
US and UK, of course, as I said, they will be very happy now that they have been able to take out one person who has been asset. See, Pakistan, let us be very clear. As a state policy, what they will do is they'll use a person so long as they think that this person is useful to them. The moment they feel that it is of no use, they will dump him. Like they dumped Osama bin Laden. Pakistan certainly knew that America was coming in to kill him and take his body away, but they looked the other way because he was their own we had a lot of support in Pakistan. And Dawood also now, they think he is no longer of any use to them. So they dumped him. And this was the best thing they could think of. I think they have acted smart as far as that is concerned. But I think now such actions will increase. Pakistan will be more under pressure. And I think India will succeed much more now in future.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.